hold everything. Because what just happened on HBO Succession isn't just TV history. It's a cultural explosion. Yes, it's official. Logan Roy is dead. The titan of media. The devilish patriarch. The one man who made betrayal a daily routine and power a currency no one else could afford. And now, the throne is empty. And the bloodline war for the Waystar Royco empire? It's no longer business. It's personal. It's savage. It's pure Roy. Logan's death wasn't dramatic in the usual way. No grand monologue, no blood-soaked palace. Instead, it was brutally mundane, and that's exactly what made it so shocking. The man who survived scandal, stock drops, and family mutinies died alone on a private jet. In the sky, surrounded not by family, but by advisors and executives. Let that sink in. He didn't even get a goodbye. Kendall, Shiv, Roman, none of them were there. The three heirs to the crown were reduced to scrambling for phone signals and desperate messages. A family known for calculated coldness suddenly found themselves panicked, fragile, and completely powerless. The most terrifying part? They couldn't control the narrative. For the first time in their lives, the Roy children were truly at the mercy of fate, and it broke them. But here's the raw truth. Logan Roy might be dead, but he's still winning. Why? Because even in death, he has everyone exactly where he wanted them. Divided, paranoid, hungry. He trained his children to fight each other, to sabotage each other, to crave approval he never planned to give. And now that he's gone, they're doing exactly what he bred them for, self-destruction. Kendall, the dark horse turned corporate assassin. He wants the crown. Again. But is he strong enough without his father's shadow? Roman, the wild card. Emotional, volatile, loyal to a ghost. Will grief break him or unleash him? Shiv, calculating, underestimated, and carrying every ounce of resentment. She just might burn the whole kingdom down. Add to that the Gojo deal, the boardroom vultures, and Tom's slithery alliances, and what we have is a Game of Thrones for the 1%. This isn't just a family drama. It's a succession crisis soaked in privilege, betrayal, and billion-dollar consequences. Here's where things get dangerously uncomfortable. Logan's death struck a nerve not just in the show, but in real life. Because America knows this family. Maybe not by name, but by power. Media empires built by aging moguls. Families controlled through manipulation, wealth, and legacy. This isn't fiction anymore. This is the Murdochs, the Redstones, the Trumps. Succession just ripped open the curtain and dared us to look at what happens when money can't save you from mortality or morality. And people are divided. Some say Logan deserved a more epic death. Others say this quiet demise was perfectly poetic. But one thing no one can deny, it was real. It was brutal. It was unforgettable. With Logan gone, here's what's at stake. Waystar Royco's identity. Who owns the voice of conservative America now? Gojo's power play. Lucas Matt's son isn't just acquiring a company. He's acquiring a family in chaos. The board, full of snakes, yes men, and opportunists. Expect betrayals. Public perception. The world is watching the Roys implode. And the stock market? Already reacting. Logan's death isn't the end. It's the beginning of total war. Think it can't get messy, eh? You haven't seen anything yet. A funeral is coming. Old enemies will return. Family secrets will explode. And one Roy child will do the unthinkable. Someone is going to betray blood. Logan Roy is gone. But his ghost is more powerful than ever. He left behind a kingdom with no peace, no trust, and no rules. And now, the monsters he raised are ready to claim their prize. But only one will wear the crown. And the others? The king is dead. And now, the vultures are circling the corpse. And some of them share the last name Roy. Logan's death wasn't just the end of a dynasty. It was the opening shot of a family civil war the likes of which TV has never seen. Forget alliances. Forget blood. Forget even business. Because in the fallout of Waystar Royco's collapsing power structure, every handshake is a knife. Every smile is set up. Let's talk about the finale's last 20 minutes. Because that wasn't television. That was a power exorcism. Small Blue Diamond Kendall tried to seize the crown by brute force. With Logan gone, he marched into that boardroom like Julius Caesar, only to find the daggers already drawn. Small blue diamond Roman, collapsing in real time. The only one who truly loved Logan, and now, grief-stricken, manipulated, and reduced to a sobbing puppet. Small blue diamond, and then there's Shiv. The quiet storm. The underestimated queen. She turned. She flipped the entire chessboard upside down. She sided with Matt's son, and in doing so, betrayed Kendall, betrayed her family name, and made one of the most controversial decisions in HBO history. Was Shiv right? Was she wrong? Twitter is on fire. Reddit is at war. Because in one moment, Shiv Roy may have committed the ultimate act of vengeance or cowardice. She didn't trust Kendall. She didn't want Roman in charge. And she damn sure wasn't going to let her emotionally unstable brother become the face of a multi-billion-dollar empire. But instead of taking the throne herself, she handed it to Tom. Yes, Tom Wamsgans, the guy who once fetched coffee. The guy Logan never fully respected. The guy who sold out Shiv in Season 3. Now, he's the new CEO, and the look on Shiv's face as she touched his hand in the final seconds? Pure psychological warfare. A silent scream. A woman who just realized she gave birth to the kingdom, but won't be allowed to rule it. Let's not ignore the glaring parallels. This isn't just fiction. This is every high-profile dynasty we've ever watched implode. The Roys are fictional, yes, but their story echoes the Murdochs, the Windsors, even the Kardashians. Billionaire families torn apart by ego, betrayal, media control, and the unrelenting pursuit of relevance. Shiv's betrayal doesn't just hit hard. It hits home, because how many women in power have had to choose between the crown and the crib? Between ambition and alliance? Between husband and self? Here's where the rabbit hole gets deeper. Was this Logan's plan all along? Think about it. Logan never truly trusted his kids. He saw Shiv as too emotional, Roman as too childish, and Kendall as too weak. But Tom? He was loyal. He was ruthless. And above all, he was willing to play dirty. Logan told Shiv, "You're not serious people." But maybe, just maybe, he saw Tom as the only one serious enough to carry on his empire. Logan didn't need a son to take his place. He needed a weapon. And Tom was the final bullet in the chamber. Now that the dust is settling, rumors are flying. Could we see a Tom and Shiv spinoff? Will HBO revisit the Roys 5 years into the future, a la Better Call Saul? Will Roman finally implode? Will Kendall go full villain? Fan theories are rampant. Shiv orchestrated everything from the start. Greg will betray Tom in Season 5, if it happens. Lucas, Matt's son, is hiding a major scandal that will undo everything. But one thing is clear. The finale didn't tie a bow on Succession. It detonated the box. What made this finale so horrifying wasn't just the betrayals, the twists, or the business maneuvers. It was the emptiness. Every Roy child realized they were raised in a world without love. Logan didn't prepare them to lead. He programmed them to compete, crumble, and crawl. Kendall ends the show shattered. Roman ends the show broken and boozed up. Shiv ends the show as a prisoner in her own marriage. This wasn't just the end of a show. It was the death of a dream. A brutal reminder that generational wealth doesn't pass down power. It passes down trauma. Fans are torn. Was it genius? Was it betrayal of everything they built? Some call it the best series finale since The Sopranos. Others feel gutted, empty, furious. But here's what no one can argue. Succession changed television. It held up a mirror to American oligarchy and said, "This is who you worship. This is what power does. This is what it costs." And when it ended, it didn't ask for tears. It demanded reckoning. Logan Roy is gone. Waystar Royco is a hollow shell. And the Roy children? They've inherited nothing but scars. The throne didn't go to the strongest. It went to the one willing to bow the deepest and twist the sharpest. Tom Wamsgans sits at the top now. But the ghosts of Logan, the fury of Shiv, and the unraveling of Kendall, they're coming. This empire may not last long, because every kingdom built on lies eventually collapses. Fire, did this finale leave you speechless or furious? Speech Balloon, drop your wildest theories in the comments. Brain who really won Succession? Who lost everything? Loudspeakers, share this breakdown with your fellow Roy watchers, because trust me, this war isn't over. Television, hit that subscribe button if you're ready for more brutal truths, shocking twists, and ruthless breakdowns from the shows that redefine power. Police Scarlight, turn on notifications, because the next betrayal is always just one episode away.